Welcome back, rankers. Not long now till the big fat man in the red suit comes. Well, I don't know how he does it. It's a miracle. Google has been doing something recently. It's sort of been little bit by little bit, but if I was to Google the phrase SEO on a mobile device now, that's the amount of ad. That's the screen. Real estate. I get. So we get 2 ads. That's it. There's no organic. Then if I was to scroll down, then there's another ad. So this guy, he's wasting his money right here. This number 3 ad. And then we get, I think it's Wikipedia. Whoops. Wikipedia. And then only then, after the Wikipedia entry, do we get the Google Maps Places entry. Now, why is this significant? Because Google is confirmed as testing, and this is from SEO Roundtable and also Jennifer Slegg over at the SEM Post, which is awesome sites. Both these sites are great. This is Barry's report. But what people are starting to see now are 4 ads on the top of desktop. Now, organic has already disappeared for a lot of searches from mobile devices. So if you're getting a lot of mobile traffic to your site, organically, direct, whatever, if that's the way people choose to use your site, and you rank really well in mobile, that's awesome. But you might want to start thinking about now for mobile users, should I have an ad? Because, basically the desktop is getting more and more crowded at the top for some searches, for really popular searches. Should I be focusing on a featured snippet or a featured answer that we've talked about before? And one of the overlooked places I think that you could look, ironically, is Google Places. So Google Places I'll just show you. Just going to do that search again. So we're doing SEO as the search. Oh, incidentally, that last story that just was on the screen and then disappeared, that was a story that kids don't know the difference between ads and organic. So if you're in a sector, this is a study that came out last week, 12 to 15-year-olds wouldn't have a clue. So if you're in a sector where you're doing a lot of paid advertising, possibly there are a lot of kids clicking on your ads for the searches that they're doing. If you're in, a sector or a vertical that they might be searching for something like toys or whatever, or sports or whatever, okay? Something to be aware of. They don't know the difference. So this is a search for SEO. You can see we've got all the advertisers, then we've got places. What we know about places now, and this is from another story from Barry, actually, at Search Engine Roundtable, is that Google recently made a public statement that what affects your places listing, one of the 3 things, is basically how many times people click on it. They've reinterpreted that or used a euphemism, if you like, to say what we meant was if you're popular. So how do they work out popularity? How many times people click on you? And Google knows when people click on your site. Obviously, they've got lots of tools out there, and they're watching a lot of things. And I'm going to show you something else before this video ends too, which might surprise you. But let's just go and have a look at. Okay, this is a client been doing AdWords with us for years. You can see there. I'm looking at audience mobile overview, and then we've got desktop, and we've got mobile, tablet. And what I'm looking at is where the traffic's coming from. So you can see here with desktop, the traffic for this particular client in organic, this is year on year, the last 30 days compared to the previous year. So you can see here, for this client, he's up 51% on his organic from desktop users, which is awesome. 51%, and then you can see down here in mobile organic, he's also up 56%. So you could say, okay, well, organic traffic is up. So certainly you would say, well, his organic traffic up, and it's all organic traffic. So it's not affecting his spend on Google AdWords. But then you look down here, and you can see that his mobile traffic via AdWords is up 190%, and we're not spending it anymore on his AdWords. So that to me is, look, and you've got to allow for more mobile devices, more people using mobile, but 190%, that indicates to me that there's just the only real estate on a mobile device right now is AdWords and Places if there is only, say, one ad or one advertiser. So you've got to get your places right, so you've got to get your click-throughs happening, or I should say, you've got to be popular, and you also need those stars, because one of the ways to get your click-throughs up without you having to go and manipulate Google is by having an attractive offering in your places. Now, and you can only put your address, hours of business, but what will really help is if you get reviews. Now, those stars that you saw on the review here, they will only appear once you have 5 reviews. So one of the things that that we did years ago was say, hey, if you like the show, can you just leave a review on our places, please? And that will help you get up and get those click-throughs that you so desperately need, because people will see the stars and think, okay, this one looks legit. And then we're going to have a look at another one. And you can see from this one, so we can see here our desktop cost per click is up 79% because this client is spending more this year on AdWords. But then you'll see down here on mobile, it's up 513%, same period. So both of those numbers are incredibly significant. So mobile device traffic is, a lot of it is coming in from ads, and I would, go and have a look at your. If you see that your traffic from mobile organic is down, this client is mobile organic is slightly up 4%, not as much as the other client. This client's only just started with us in the last month or so. But the other client was up 56% on mobile organic, and he is up a lot more on CPC organic. So this is where Google's heading, right? So if it does it to the desktop, if it does actually put 4 ads on top of the desktop, then that takes a lot of thinking about. People say SEO is dead for years, but SEO is not dead. But what you need to have a think about is, especially with mobile these days, should you be doing AdWords for the searches that you want to appear in? Look, there are still a lot of savvy people out there that, for whatever reason, don't like clicking on ads. I click on ads. I never used to, but I click on ads now if I'm looking to buy something. But on a mobile device, what it's all about is making it quick, easy, and not having people sort of sit around trying to work out which URL they should click on. It's about speed, and that speed comes in with clarity of message and matching the relevance of your ad to the search that was done. So a lot more Google AdWords traffic coming from mobile devices these days, and there's going to be a lot more in the future. And if Google does do 4 ads on the desktop at the top of the page, I certainly don't think it's the death of SEO. There's always, as you can just see from that other client, their organic traffic is up 56% even on mobile devices, and their advertising as well. So, but just be aware, this is where Google is heading next year. It's giving us, as Courtney here said, they've just given themselves a pay rise with a 25% more real estate on the screen. Hopefully that's helpful. Sorry, I forgot to show you that thing. Let me bring it up. This is really interesting, and this goes to what I'm talking about with popularity and brand and all those sorts of things. Have a look at this. Now, this client has an event, every Wednesday. And his traffic graph every Wednesday looks like that. And I'll show you his search traffic graph. Just keep that one in mind. Have a look at this. So the pulse that you will see here in this wave, this is a Wednesdays. These are Wednesdays, Tuesday nights and Wednesdays, right? And if we then go and have a look at the crawl stats, and this is pages per crawled per day, you can see that it's happening on or around the same day. So Google is coming in to the site and crawling it and indexing it when it is most popular. So there are a number of ways that Google could be doing that, but I think the message for me here is be popular, because Google knows that you're popular. I switched the lights off and everything. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. See you next week for the final show for the year. Thanks, guys. Bye.